Hello and welcome to the Outside Line podcast. I'm Peter.
And I'm Emma.
And we're here to talk about all the serious and silly aspects of Formula One and other motorsports. So Emma, it's our F1 preview.
Yay! That means it's nearly time for the new F1 season.
Yeah, although we did our IndyCar preview like weeks before, but...
Yeah. Well, it's still like 2 weeks away.
Yeah. Yes, it's good. Next week IndyCar, and then, wow, then F1 is back. Incredible.
Yeah.
We made it through the winter.
We did.
But yeah, we're going to talk about F1 in 2026, and there's been big changes, so we might discuss some of them. Then I thought maybe we'd sort of go through the teams and the drivers and talk about, where they're at and what their expectations might be. I mean, it's always difficult when there's a big regulation change to say like who's going to do well or read into like last year's performance and stuff. But yeah, I think we can talk roughly where they're at and what we know from the testing, and then end with maybe some predictions, some guesses, or things we might like to see.
Yes.
So let's start with the regulation changes. Yeah, quite a lot.
Massive.
Where to start? I guess first the engines now, like the hybrids are now like 50-50 split between internal combustion engine and electric.
Yeah.
So like the amount of electricity is like doubled basically or tripled. So yeah, it's changed completely how they have to race, because now they have to basically recharge all the time.
Yeah.
And we heard Max complain a little bit about it.
Comparing it to Formula E, as if that's a bad thing.
Yeah. And we also heard Hamilton complaining that it's a bit complicated on how to do this, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. Like in FE, like the car basically tells you when to recharge and when not to. So
yeah.
But yeah, it is going to change the way they do things and how they race. And yeah, even the fuel they're using has changed as well. Apparently it's 100% sustainable, which, I mean...
Catching up to IndyCar.
Yeah, they do say that F1, like they're the most fuel-efficient cars on the planet, basically, in terms of what you get for your, like, bang for your buck. But, I mean, all this talk about carbon neutral, it's a bit meaningless when you're, flying planes all over the world for a year, but teams and everybody. But, yeah, I guess it's still good. They're still pioneering the stuff. Then the size... a bit shorter and a bit lighter, which is supposed to like induce better racing.
It won't.
Yeah, all the signs from the testing don't point towards that, but at least they're trying, I guess. Then, yes, the active aero. So this is they're basically making DRS permanent.
Yes.
So you're allowed, like in certain zones, you can go into straight mode. Yeah, they when on certain bits of the track, they can, I don't know if they hit a button or does it automatically, but they change the front and rear wings to basically produce less downforce and let them go faster. So basically what DRS was, but now they can just do it any lap they want. And for the rear wing, we saw this, did you see the Ferrari? You must have seen
it. Yeah. It's either been put in upside down or it's very, very innovative. But it's hard to tell.
They were testing a new design for the rear wing where it basically did a 180 flip or maybe more, 180. So it looked kind of funny. Looked like they were like flipping off the car behind it actually, which would be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're trying out those things. But so that means they're getting rid of DRS, and what they're bringing in instead is what they call overtake mode.
Yeah.
Originally they called it manual override mode or MOM. So.
Use your mom.
Use your mom. Activate your mom. So, yeah, luckily they've gone for overtake mode.
Yeah, thankfully changed that one.
So, yeah, if they're within a second, like DRS was, if they're within a second of the car in front, they can press a button to get extra electrical energy. And they can, it's sort of interesting, I didn't realize this, that they can basically spread that out over a lap. So it's not just like DRS where, it was only good on the straight. So if your car was crap or if your engine wasn't optimized for that, you couldn't really overtake even with DRS. But at least now, they could deploy that extra energy in a corner or something, and yeah, we might see overtakes in new places if we see any overtakes, of course.
fingers crossed we see overtakes in new places, but yeah.
So they still have, so that's on top of, like, that's a boost. No, should not use that word. That's extra electrical power, because they also have something called boost, which is basically what they already have, which is what, like the EOS, where they can deploy the electrical energy throughout the lap. So they have the boost button as well to deploy the battery.
So many buttons.
Exactly. I can understand why old man Lewis was, if you've ever seen old people try to use like a remote control or a new phone or something. Like,
yeah.
Oh, poor Lewis. He's younger than me, isn't he? So.
He is younger than you, yeah. I bet Fernando's taken to it like a duck to water as well. Like he's like just taking in all the new buttons. Even though he's older than you.
Yeah, but let me see. Yeah, so that's the boost mode. And then the last thing to say is basically we can expect there to be no porpoising because they've got rid of all the ground effects. So like I don't know if that's basically that Red Bull were just too good at it, or Adrian Newey was just too good at that. So all the weird tunnels and all the weird stuff they had on the floor, gone.
Yeah, gone.
So they're not using that anymore for downforce, and it lets them ride a bit, like the ride height to be adjusted a bit more, and without damaging performance. So probably we won't see the porpoising. I mean, you never know. So, I mean, cars, they still want to run low, don't they? But so quite a lot of changes, it turns out.
Yeah.
It's always, F1 do it. It's sort of an artificial way to kind of
reset
things. I mean, I'm sure there's reasons, like engine reasons, that they have all this new technology now, and they should adapt. And the manufacturers are there, right, to design better engines. So like that's in principle why they're there, as well as for advertising reasons and glory reasons. But in principle, that's the way it's supposed to be.
The problem is that they change regulations just when we get good racing.
Yes.
Like they always do it just one season too early, I think. Like, let us have another really, really close season, and then, But, I mean, it happened in 2021 as well. It was really close, and then they changed, and then all the Ferraris set on fire.
I mean, you can get the change in regulations can completely screw a team, like, well, not completely, but like Mercedes, they went from completely dominating to just...
Yeah, they struggled hard with the porpoising and stuff.
With the porpoising and what were they called? What do you...
The side pods.
Yeah, but the zero side pod
they decided
design,
not to put them in,
that turned out, or at least seemed to screw them over, that they kept pursuing this research and this line. So, you can get done completely if you get the regulations wrong. And but you can also suddenly jump up, right? Like, was it Braun that basically, with Jensen Button, basically won that title because they were the ones who kind of came up with creative solutions.
Yeah.
We did see one creative solution, which was Mercedes with their weird engines that somehow changed their size when at like high temperatures, at engine temperatures.
Yeah.
So, like, how much of a conspiracy theorist do you have to be to kind of think that was done on purpose? Because it seems stupid. Like, it seems like whoever wrote the rules should understand, right? That these.
That's the whole point of F1, though, is that the people write the rules and then the teams find their way around it constantly, and then they have to fix the loopholes, but they have to give enough time.
Yeah, but my conspiracy theory is that they purposely left it out, because it seems so odd that you would leave that out. That
maybe, and then they were just expecting a team to pick up on it, or not pick up on it.
Whoever wrote them had some connection to Mercedes. Is that too much?
That's very conspiracy theory. Like I said, they write it, and then the teams find their ways around it. The engineers just find a way around it. That's the whole point of it, is that the engineers come up with ways to get around the little bits that they miss out, and then they have to amend it.
Yeah,
so
I guess. So anyway, so Mercedes have basically been given half a season to kind of fix their engine. And,
fix it.
But, well, it does sound like the Mercedes cars, the Mercedes engine teams might have an advantage in the first half of the season. I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
Let's talk about the teams and what engines they've got then. So Cadillac are joining.
New team.
A new team in F1. Who could have thought it? But yeah, that's exciting to see how. I mean, there's no real expectation that they'll do well. They just kind of, they just want to be in there basically until the next regulation change. So we also saw Sauber get renamed to Audi.
Audi.
So that's interesting. But keeping the same drivers, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then, lots of sort of merry-go-round with the engine. So Red Bull and VCarb. I'm going to call them VCarb, by the way. I don't know if you have
I call them
a
VCarb.
name. They were Honda. Honda decided they were leaving. So Red Bull and VCarb went to Ford. But then Honda, turns out, didn't want to leave and are coming back. Honda is going to work with Aston Martin, who were previously a Mercedes customer. Then Alpine have dropped Renault, and they've gone with Merck.
Yep.
Cadillac, when they come in, they're going to go with Ferrari, but apparently General Motors is going to eventually make their own engine, but like in 3 years.
Yeah.
And so, a few, Ford coming in for the first time. That's going to be interesting if they can kind of design a good engine, and then it'll be interesting to see how the other teams adjust to the new engines. So then let's talk about driver changes. Yuki was fired.
He was fired.
And quite literally, he was on fire this weekend.
Yeah.
Because even though he was, fired from his seat, removed from his seat, he's still the reserve driver for both Red Bull and VCarb. So he's still there in the background, and he's still, so he was in like San Francisco. They were doing some
the show runs, weren't they?
Show runs, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's still around, and you never know. Maybe
he's not coming back. He's not coming back. He won't come back.
No, I don't think so.
Still think that he spent too long in that seat anyway. So.
Well, I don't think he had any other options. So.
Well, I still think they should have moved him first and then fired him for Liam, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Anyway, him leaving Red Bull means that Isaac Hadjar has been promoted, in quotation marks, to Red Bull.
Yes. Elevated.
Elevated, yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Reallocated?
Yeah. So that left a seat at VCarb, which they've gone with Arvid Lindblad.
Little Arvid.
So
he's not that little.
One rookie. No, I think he looks quite tall, actually, doesn't he? But
he is. Yeah.
But so he's locked in for Rookie of the Year, unless somebody else
comes in.
And then, so Cadillac, they've gone with experience.
Old people.
So they've gone with Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas.
Somehow Sergio returned.
I know, incredible.
But this also means that we could get another Valtteri calendar, another nudie calendar. Fingers crossed.
Bottas is Bottas.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be so. It's that's the battle of the number twos, right? There'll be some interest in which one comes out on top.
How do you get a good? I'll tell you who comes out on top. Valtteri Bottas, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we'll save our predictions to the end, but
okay.
Spoiler alert! I completely agree. But
he's a better driver than Sergio. Sorry, but not sorry.
I mean, we'll talk about the teams in a minute, but let's just finish with the changes compared to last year. And so, in terms of the tracks, we're losing Imola.
Yeah,
so no Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
No.
And instead, what they're doing is they're adding Madrid, a street circuit in Madrid. And so it will be the Spanish Grand Prix. Now, I'd forgotten this, but Barcelona is going to go into rotation with Spa in Belgium.
Yes.
So this year we get Barcelona, but next year it'll be Spa and not Barcelona. So
I hate the rotation. I think it's stupid. Why are we rotating good tracks and then adding more street tracks?
Yeah, I know. It's a discussion for another day, but...
No, it's not. It's a discussion for right now. Street tracks are useless. I hate them, especially for F1 cars. Why can't we put something like Monaco on rotation? But we won't, because it's somehow important to have a procession through Monaco so all the rich people can look at the cars. And then you're relegating actually good tracks like Spa and getting rid of actually good tracks like Imola, Zandvoort, the good tracks that people like to attend. But
yeah. So in terms of the calendar, they've also moved the Canadian Grand Prix to after Miami, which does make sense geographically, but then there's like a 3-week gap between them, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Also, the day that they put it on is the same day as the Indy 500.
Yes. Yeah.
which is a terrible, terrible move.
Well, so I looked it up. So it's not. I don't think it'll clash unless Indy 500 gets like delayed by rain or something, which can happen.
Which could happen.
So I think the Indy comes in the afternoon, whereas the Canadian one is going to be in the evening. So for us, that is. So I think they won't clash. But yeah, well, I mean, it's better than clashing with Monaco, right?
Yeah, but it didn't. It never clashed with Monaco because Monaco was afternoon, like midday.
Yeah.
And the Indy 500 was later on.
Yeah, but I think I think you'll be able to watch both without any problems. So
it doesn't matter because it's slam dunk day anyway.
Oh, okay.
It's the day it clashes with.
Just go to Slam Dunk South. Go south.
No, never.
Never.
We'll never go south.
Looking at the breaks, well, you've got a 4-week summer break between Hungary and Zandvoort, which is pretty much most of August.
Yeah.
Weirdly, the end of the season ends with 2 triple headers, like incredible, basically. So 3 races in a row, then like a week gap, and then another 3 races in a row. That's spicy end. But
that's a heavy end.
The beginning, it's far more spaced out, So we start with a double header. So there are 6 double headers in total out of the, I should say, 24 races this season, same as last season. But yeah, there's a lot more like 2-week gaps at the start of the season. But yeah, really accelerates at the end, which could be exciting or could be just processional, depending on how it goes.
Depends on whether George has got it wrapped up by then.
Yes, so let's go through the teams and the drivers. Will we work up from last year's
from
constructors?
Losers, yeah.
Yeah, so, well, we'll start with Cadillac because they went there last year. Yeah, we already said they've got Sergio and Valtteri, both race winners, both with lots of experience, and I guess they're just trying to sort of bed in and make sure everything goes smoothly and
create space for Colton Herter.
Yes, exactly. So they're there to warm the seats and iron out all the bugs, and then Colton's going to come in and dominate.
Yeah.
If he's you think he's capable of such a thing?
Yes.
Just personality-wise, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So then Cadillac, so that's their expectation, right? I mean, I'd say that if they don't come last in the constructors, it's basically a win for them.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're
But it's
at.
likely that they will. Well, actually.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, they have some competition there.
Yeah. Bottom last year was Alpine, but as we said, they're switching to the Mercedes engine and maybe change of regulations. You never know where they'll come.
Yeah. I think their problem last year was probably the engine, probably the car was not a good car anyway. I'm not going to say it was the drivers necessarily. I think they've got an all right team.
Yeah, so their drivers, Pierre Gasly, 1 race win. I also wrote down where they came, their best result last year. So he got a P6 last year.
Yeah.
Colapinto, his best position last year was P11.
Yes.
Yeah, Colapinto, I'd say, is under a bit of pressure to perform. He didn't have a great season last year, but then the car wasn't very good anyway, so
and the news coming out of sort of F2 is that our favourite Alex Dunn is part of the Alpine Academy now, so he better watch his back.
That's not confirmed, is it?
Well, he's wearing the livery.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I didn't realise. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, they have Paul Aron in the background.
Yes.
So he might get switched in first, but if it happens.
Yeah. But I mean, they still have Flavio in charge, so.
Yeah, well, I'd say he's prone to crazy decisions, so or impulsive decisions. So.
Yeah, well,
could happen.
I don't think he should be there. So.
Oh no, nobody thinks he should be there. But, yeah. So Alpine, where do we? Like, well, I guess mid-table is where they'd be.
I think
score some points.
Probably mid. If the Mercedes engine is as good as they say, they being the whoever say it is, then definitely better than last year.
Oh yeah,
but yeah. Like I say, the drivers, I'm not. I'd say Pierre's a pretty good driver.
Yeah,
fairly underrated. Colapinto's not really had much of a chance, but he did all right in the Williams when he first jumped in F1, and sort of, he's not been Crasher Pinto last season, very much so.
No, not as much, but
still not as much as he was.
Still not that great, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, as long as he can kind of keep it out the wall and keep it sort of developing his pace, but I don't think he's like wonder kid like Antonelli or like Hadjar stepping in kind of thing.
Yeah. Then next we have Audi. But last year they were Sauber and came 9th in the constructors. Yeah, they've built their own engine, so who knows how that'll go.
Yeah.
And their drivers, Gabi Bortoletto, best finish of P8, and Nico Hülkenberg, best finish of
P3.
You got the podium.
The Hulk podium.
So, but they still, came 9th in the constructors. So, it wasn't a great season for them, but that car was also like a total piece of crap. So
yeah, the only reason, and I'm not diminishing Nico Hülkenberg's talent in any way, but the only reason he got a podium was because of rain and fuckery, essentially.
Yeah.
So,
but when you're around F1 for this long or for that long, you're due a bit of luck like that. And also,
exactly.
I remember that race. I think Lance Stroll also got a big advantage from the rain.
There as well,
and he didn't hold on, whereas Nico did. So no, I think that's a well-deserved podium. So yeah, but going into the season again, I mean, they're hoping they won't come last, and if they could score some points every couple of races, I think they'd be happy.
Yeah, I didn't see much of them during the testing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see anything spectacular or anything awful. So, yeah, probably mid to bottom, I'd say.
Yes. Then Haas, their Ferrari engine. Their drivers, they've got Ali Behrman, best finish last season of P4, and Esteban Ocon, race winner in F1, I'd forgotten. His best finish was P5.
Yeah.
So, what do you think their expectations are for this year?
I think with the Ferrari engine, they're probably expecting to do better.
Yes, because the Ferrari engine might be good this year. Yes. Maybe.
Question mark, maybe.
Yeah.
The hope that, there is some talk that it's a good engine. Problem is their car any good? And I'm not going to say drivers, but one of their drivers is significantly better than the other.
Ooh.
It's Ollie Behrman. He's significantly better than Esteban Ocon.
Oh, okay.
Ocon is mid as hell. I'm sorry. Like, he's just not good. I know people try and hype him up and try to make him out to be good, but he's not. I forget he exists. The only time he ever pops up is when he's talking about Spider-Man. He's like a 7-year-old child. So, yeah. I'm not impressed with Ocon in any way.
Interesting. Yes. Yeah, broadly agree. But, yeah. So, yeah, again, don't come last, maybe regularly score points is what they're hoping for?
I reckon scoring points, but like double points.
Yeah, I think that's what they...
Like most weekends is probably the aim, but not likely. But I think if Ollie consistently scores points, I mean, he's nailed on for Lewis's seat when Lewis eventually gives up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So he just needs to keep showing what he can do.
Yeah. Then we come to Aston Martin with their new Honda engine.
New Honda engine, their new Adrian Newey designed car.
I mean, they've basically been like building like the Avengers of F1, and now it's time to see if they can deliver. And I mean, like the only note I have here is like just Jesus Christ, like they looked so far off the pace in the testing that like it's embarrassing for them, I think.
Yeah, the last day of testing they did 6 laps.
Yeah.
And that was it. They were like, that's it, we're done.
Well, they also had so Lance Stroll, I think, spun out in one of the sessions and that ended it. And then Alonso's car stopped working.
Yeah.
And we got to see the whole, we're familiar in Formula E, you know, that the electricity could like electrocute some of the marshals or the stewards if they come over. So there's this whole procedure you have to go through if like
the car's still electrified.
Yeah, so we got to see that in action. That was at least one interesting thing we got from Aston Martin during the testing. But not looks really bad for them.
Poor Alonso waited all this time for an Adrian Newey designed car, and it's a dog.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Ugh.
Yes. So yeah, I mean the drivers, Alonso, he's won 32 races. Can't see him winning any more this season.
Not this
Um,
season.
and
Yeah.
Lance Stroll, whose
As
best finish has been P3
P3, yeah.
multiple times, but last year his best finish was P6. So
Mm.
yeah, I think here if they cannot come last, it's going to be a good season.
It'll be a miracle.
It
Yeah.
means that they've really turned it around in some way. Oh, maybe it's just some crazy sandbagging tactic, but I don't.
No, I don't think so.
That would be
I don't think
unbelievable.
Lance is capable of like performing in that kind of way. Like those spins were genuine.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, they just turned on the engine to like 70%
Yeah.
or something. So
Yeah, no, I do think it is genuinely.
no, they're in trouble. They're in big trouble.
Yeah.
They're already talking about, in qualifying you have to be within like
102%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they might need special
Yeah, special permission.
special permission every race to take part.
That's hideous though.
Yeah.
Like to even be thinking that at this point of the season, like, oh god, we're so far behind.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I have no sympathy for the Strolls, so
No.
I'm sad for Alonso, but I don't, couldn't happen to a better team. Let's go on to Racing Bulls or VCOB.
Yay.
New Ford engine, Red Bull Ford engine, I think it's called.
The Red Bull powertrain.
They've got Liam Lawson.
Yes, my favourite.
And Arvid Lindblad.
Yes, my other favourite.
We mentioned earlier. No, not to hate on Lindblad, but I can't believe he's got a seat based on his record. Which I looked it up because you kind of assume that, like, if you're in the Red Bull Academy and, like, you're an F2, it probably means you've had, like, a pretty good junior career. Normally,
I
right?
mean,
Normally you have to show something somewhere.
you have to show something. It's the thing is with Red Bull specifically, Red Bull Academy specifically, is it's not about results, it's about speed. And it's about temperament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it must be that. I mean, they must have done their own internal testing and they must see something because basically he came, and his rise is extremely fast. It's shocking. Like compared to,
very fast.
someone like Vishur
Well, maybe not.
or Stanek or someone like
Yeah, but I mean, it's slow compared to like Kimmy's.
I don't think so. I think even oh well, okay, Max was special, but even compared to Kimmy, I think Kimmy spent
Kimmy only had one season in F2 before.
Yeah, so was Lindblad, apparently. Although I remember him being there.
No, I remember him being there
I know,
for 2 years.
It's not listed on his Wikipedia.
No, I'm pretty sure he was there 2 years.
Really?
Oh God, was he?
Not according to Wikipedia.
No, maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe he was only 1 year.
So he was racing. Right?
I didn't watch F3.
Yeah. So 3 years ago, he's in Italian F4. He comes third. Then he's skips Freca, does Formula Regional Middle East, but comes 13th, so not great. Skips Freca, goes into F3, comes fourth in F3. So okay, not if you're being skipped ahead, fourth is pretty good, I guess. But like, not, yeah.
So it's fourth out of like 30.
Yeah, but normally you do like another season and get the win, wouldn't you? Like that's normally what happens. Anyway, then for some reason he also did in the winter he does Formula Regional Oceania for no reason, although he does win it. So I guess maybe he just wanted to beat up on some kids, even though he's probably younger than some of the other competitors. Then he does F2 last year, comes sixth, and then straight into F1, like 1 year in F2, 1 year in F3.
I swear he did 2 years. I swear he did 2 years, but he can't because he's only literally 18. So
yeah, it's weird. I also had that memory of seeing him before, but But the thing is, I think because he was Red Bull, and there's always like 4 Red Bull livery cars.
Did he do like one race at the end of the season or something?
Again, not according to Wikipedia.
No. Okay, well maybe just the last F2 season was really, really long.
I mean,
and
it is a lot of races.
It's
like 28 races, so yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
It does feel like 2 seasons worth. But anyway, I just wanted, I was really shocked when I assumed to be fast tracked into the Red Bull seat, you must have like completely dominated the junior categories, the junior
No,
series.
I do think it's down to speed and temperament. Like that is what they look for.
It must be.
So,
I mean,
and
last
it
year
works.
he didn't look terrible in F2 last year, but he didn't look as good
No.
as, I mean, Fornaroli looked better.
Fornaroli
Dunn
did
looked
not look
better.
good. No, Fornaroli was boring.
Yes,
He might have won, but
Lindblad was also a bit boring and didn't win like Fornaroli. So,
but who's got the F1 seat?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
My case, exactly.
Anyway, I mean, I hope he does well. Like, but I was just shocked by his career.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's him and Lawson in there. I think that's fairly exciting.
That's an exciting team.
Yeah, I'd be very curious how both of them do. Liam kind of rebuilding after the trauma of driving the Red Bull last year, and then
for
the
like
trauma
2
of being
races.
fired. Being demoted, but like he looked pretty strong. Looked like he backed his kind of strong potential last year. And he's an exciting driver to watch, if a little
I love
erratic.
Liam. I love Liam. I love the way Liam drives. There is a thing I'm going to mention him because I have to. I feel like I'm legally obliged to. But someone said that Liam Lawson, like people think Liam Lawson is everything that Dan Ticktum actually is.
Yeah.
Like, people incorrectly think that Liam's a bastard, and he's not. Liam's a good guy.
Okay. I mean, they can both be bastards.
Well, I mean, I like them both, so...
Well,
what does that
that's
say?
a strong indication that they both
There's
are
a strong indication that they're both bastards.
Anyway, yeah. So it's hard to know with Racing Bulls VGOB, like, what is a good season for them. I guess it's...
I think last season was a good season for them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 6th in the Constructors has been the second team, is like pretty much almost the best of the rest. So, yeah, I guess they want to kind of stay in that position of kind of fighting for the best of the rest crown.
Yeah, I think it is a shame that they've got a rookie in, but I think, like, obviously they couldn't not have Isaac move up to Red Bull, but if they'd stayed with Liam and Isaac, I think it would have been even better.
Yeah, but I mean, they're only there to supply Red Bull, aren't they? So,
if you say so.
That's the purpose. So, yeah, I mean, exciting to see how they do. Then we have Williams.
Yeah.
Best of the rest last year.
Yeah.
Mercedes engines. Got James Vowles in charge. He's whipping them into shape, like bringing them in, dragging them into the 21st century. So.
What a turnaround, by the way.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, again, with him, you do get the feeling he's basically, this is just an audition for the Mercedes job. If Toto feels like
100% is, but it's a hell of an audition. So,
well, he's done pretty
Mercedes would be very, very stupid to not give him the job.
Yeah.
If Toto steps aside.
Yeah, it all depends if Toto does want to do that, but we'll see. But yeah, so I mean, he really brought them from basically the worst team and has brought them to the best of the rest. But there's like, that might be the ceiling. Like, can they make the jump? It's hard to imagine them doing it. But yeah, again, as we said, Mercedes engine, maybe it is really good. Williams, they missed the Barcelona test, but it didn't actually seem to hurt them anyway.
Yeah.
When they did the kind of the real testing in Bahrain. So yeah, they look like they've still got the shit together. I'd expect them to stay where they are. And the lineup, very strong, right? I mean, they were both really good last year, although sort of split the season in two, that Alex Albon was best first half of the season, and Carlos really kind of, as you might expect, it took him a while to adjust to a new car, and then he was putting in really good performances, like 2 podiums. Like, earned on like merit, really strong.
Yeah, not from rain.
Yeah. I mean, again, no shade to Nico, but yeah, these were like, different, proper,
genuine podiums.
Yeah, Williams, they're the closest team to me, so I do support them. I was wearing my Williams hat the other day, so I was supporting them, and I hope they do well. But it is hard to imagine them getting higher than 5th, just, they don't have the money of the other teams. So
Yeah.
they got to hope somebody really screws up.
There's no way they can get higher unless one of the big four sort of backslides.
Yeah.
Or they get a lot of investor money.
Yeah, or maybe they get lucky that they do some regulation thing better than everybody else, but it didn't look like that from the testing. It looked like they were just thereabouts. We don't know exactly where they'll shake out to be, but they'll be in the midfield mix anyway. Okay, now we come to the big four.
Yes.
So we start with Scuderia Ferrari.
Oh.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc, eight race wins. Best finish last season, P2. Lewis Hamilton, 105 race wins. Best finish last year, P4, although in brackets, he did win a sprint, which I don't count,
which means nothing to anyone.
But just like, that was the second race last season, wasn't it? And Ferrari were filled with hope. And it died. It died, but after the testing, the hope is back. It couldn't be any higher.
Well, I mean, testing's testing, but there was some stats saying like whoever is fastest or whoever, I can't remember what it was, like fastest on the last day of testing or something usually wins like the championship or something. I don't know.
Really? I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was like fastest in testing turned out not to win.
No, it was something like that. But it's the start of new regulations. Ferrari were pretty much on top the last time we had new regulations, and then they had so many reliability issues. Their engines kept setting on fire, they kept breaking down, and then the drivers broke down, and then they got Lewis, and the entire thing broke down. So hopefully this is the start of a new chapter for Ferrari. It's the year of the horse, by the way, with the Chinese New Year, so maybe it is.
Although I think it's paired with fire this time.
Fire horse, oh no, so they might be on fire again.
They'll be on fire. Or it could just be, red horse is going to win. Maybe. Yeah. Certainly, the drivers seem a little happier than usual, and they're both fairly mopey people, I think it's fair to say.
Yes. Glass half empty sort of guys.
Yeah. So they weren't completely, they weren't crying their eyes out, so I think that's a good sign. So I think they'll be up there. They'll be fighting for race wins, it seems.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where they want to be. And, depending on how things go, they could even be outside bet, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, who though?
I think
question.
Charles will be.
I think Charles as well. But you know that Lewis would push to be allowed.
Yeah, well, that's what we've basically been saying for the last 3 years, is it? That Lewis goes up to another level when he thinks there's a win. So he basically just hasn't been in a car that's capable of winning. For the last 2 seasons anyway. Although George did win some, didn't he?
Yes.
Before that. But basically maybe that's what everybody hopes, that he'll find another gear, so to speak.
Yeah.
But my money, if one of them's going to do better than the other, I'd say Charles.
It's Charles. 100% it's Charles.
Yeah.
He is, in my opinion, the better driver. But that's not because Lewis is bad, it's just because Lewis is old. I think it's about time.
You do lose, as I'm discovering, some of your faculties as you get older. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So then Red Bull, third in the constructors last year, but that's basically because the second driver had so much problems.
Issues.
So many problems,
yeah.
Max, what to say about him? I mean, he won 8 races last year, more than the McLaren drivers. So
he lost the championship by 2 points.
Yeah.
Furious. I'm still mad about it.
The way the season went, it's like he was the one catching, and it was always an outside chance. So, to get it back to 2 points is incredible from where he was.
Yeah.
So.
To get it to 2 points at the end of the season was incredible. I don't think anyone can deny now that Max is probably the best driver ever.
Ooh, ever is another question, but certainly, best driver on the grid, I think. At the moment. Yeah, and with him, we already mentioned Isaac Hadjar,
Isaac.
who got a podium last year.
Yes, the Hadjodium at Zandvoort. I was there to witness it.
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, hopefully new regulations mean that he's not cursed in the second seat and he has a chance to kind of... And also Max
crossed.
may not be as, like, the new regulations might take Max some time to adjust as well. So, the comparison might not be as brutal as it was for Liam or Yuki or Sergio, for that matter.
Yeah, I still think Max is going to do well in these new cars. I just don't think he's going to enjoy it.
Yes, yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those people that if he doesn't enjoy what he's doing, he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. Basically, I think last season, it's funny, he'd sort of checked out. Then he got to do some proper racing in the Nürburgring. And then he came back and was like, oh, maybe his car was a bit better, it seemed. And suddenly, when there's wins available, he does step up again. He does try hard. So, that's Red Bull. Yeah, again, hard to say, but you'd expect Max to be in the fight again.
Yeah.
For the championship and certainly for wins, certainly for podium. So, second last year Mercedes.
Yep.
Beaten by McLaren with the same engine. So it's always a bit embarrassing when your customer team beats you. From everything we're hearing in the preseason, they are the team to beat this season. And you already mentioned it, George Russell. World Drivers Champion. Yeah.
Maybe. I'm sort of desensitizing myself to it now, so I'm not really pissed off when it does happen.
Yeah.
So I'm like just getting myself used to the idea of it now, so that by the time we do get to the summer break and he's like miles ahead, I can just be like, it's okay. You were prepared for this.
Yes.
But I do think Kimi's going to give him a run for his money as well.
Yeah, you don't want to put too much pressure on. Like, it is just a second season, and his first season was very strong for a rookie, but it had this big dip in the middle. So, in a race-winning car, I'd say he will trouble. I'd still put Russell, just with his experience, as more likely to win. But I think Kimi will be up there as well. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it's similar to like McLaren last year, where it's like Oscar did very, very well, but Lando had him sort of done on experience.
Yeah, the experience does count. I mean, even if the regulations change, you're still gonna know more about
cars,
race management, and that side of things.
Yeah, and the tracks and all the other nonsense that comes with it.
Yeah, exactly. You're less distracted by all the crap. Kimi.
Yeah.
Inviting his schoolmates to see him and then crashing out.
Listening at Jacques Villeneuve, that's not why he crashed.
No, but just I mean, like that would be on your mind, right? I mean, like there's a lot more
good job Imola's not there anymore.
maybe
that's why they removed
conspiracy.
It.
That's why, yeah. Yeah, but Mercedes, you expect them to be fighting for the drivers and the constructors championship by the sound of things. We finally come to McLaren.
Is this the world champions hotline?
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't win, so Zach doesn't have to. We don't hear Zach come up with something equally cringeworthy. But
I just want Zach Brown to be miserable. That's all I want in my life. But I want Lando to be happy. Oh, so conflicted.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the two of them dominated last year: Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. 7 race wins each between them last year. Not a whole lot between them. Lando basically kind of got it together after some bad luck / bad tactics, that sort of thing, to eventually win. They seem pretty close, and I mean, if Oscar's trajectory continues, he will be the better driver than Lando.
Yeah, I very begrudgingly admit that, yes.
But
probably.
You never know if like his trajectory could just flatten out, like he could plateau now. So you don't know, but that will be very interesting intra-team battle, intra-team battle, and then where will they come? We don't know. I guess they obviously a very good team.
Yeah,
designing the car and
Mercedes engine,
and combined with the Mercedes engine, I think you'd have to say they were also one of the favourites to But yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out. But yeah, again, you'd expect Oscar and Lando to be fighting for podiums.
You would.
And wins. So yeah, that's kind of what their expectations are. And that's all the teams.
Yes.
Let us. Well, is there anything else from testing you want to mention? I was going to talk about the turbo and the noise that makes in the start. I really was not. I did not like this awful noise.
I don't like the Mercedes engine noise, to be honest. It feels like it's screaming at me. There's a certain note of the engine that like hits a part of my brain that goes screaming, and that's not nice. Really not nice.
No. So they've had to. I think they've agreed now to change the way they do starts to basically have like a blue light before the red lights.
Yeah.
To kind of, because the change from what they were using last year and the way they generate the electricity and how they use the electricity mean that last year basically the turbo was like spooled up immediately, but this year because of the way
you've got to.
The way the electricity recovery takes a while, so they got to do this. They have to basically rev for like 10 seconds just to get the turbo rotating.
It's horrible.
Yeah, so the race starts, they sound awful and they take longer, and yeah, it doesn't. I mean, we'll get used to it. People were like, I remember seeing one practice start where it looked kind of a bit dangerous that the cars were like sliding around, but it seems the drivers have sorted that out and it's not going to be a problem anymore.
Tell you who was surprisingly good with some of them practice starts one was Lewis and the other one was Ocon.
Ocon? So, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so it looks like the Ferrari engine might be good with the starts.
Yeah, well, we talked about it the other week that it sounds like Ferrari designed their turbo like differently from everybody else to basically give them better starts or to like spool up faster or something. So that could be that could make the difference, especially if there's no overtaking during the race. Then the start might be the best opportunity. So we could see Ferrari do really well. Then let's finish on maybe some predictions. Now I want to predict your predictions.
Go on.
Because from doing the IndyCar and the Formula E preview, I've realised your predictions are just things that you want to see, and this is your way to manifest them.
Yes.
So I think you will say something like Kimi will win the drivers and not Russell and not George.
Well, no, because I've already predicted George to win. So that's But I mean, yes, my predictions are just things I want to happen. So I'm going to predict Lawson podium at least.
Okay, yeah, nice.
I also think that Isaac's gonna be a decent second driver.
Yeah.
Like an actual helpful one, and be close to Max, if not fighting him a lot of the time. And I think Cadillac are going to get bored of Sergio Perez mid-season and boot him for Colton Herta.
I mean, unless he gets special permission, he won't have the super license points, which is the whole reason he's in F2. That could be interesting.
Well, I've got another one. I've got one more.
Yeah.
I think this is the last year that we see Max.
Whoa, that was going to be one of mine as well.
Nah.
But that's because we both read the same interview with him.
We did, yeah.
Where he was like, I'm not
sticking around.
I'm not sticking around. So it's just a matter of when. But I think he'll see out his contract probably with Red Bull. But wouldn't surprise me.
More year. That's
is
only
it?
one more year. Yeah.
Oh, then this could be it.
Well, so he's contracted until the end of 2027, I think.
Ah, right, okay.
So he might just buy out 1 year.
Yeah.
You never know.
Red Bull sometimes, like, as soon as he informs them that he wants out, they're like, oh shit, we need, like with Kimi and Lewis leaving, because you get your rookie in early, so.
Yeah, because Helmut Marko's not there anymore, is he? He's gone. And
that's right, he's gone, yeah.
You know. And I mean, GP's there for now, but, who knows?
Yeah, it sounded like he wanted to spend more time
back
in England in the garage, and so it could be exactly. No, that's a good one.
And that's not something I want to see.
Oh yeah. Well, you'll follow him to wherever he goes. So
stop watching F1.
Stop watching F1. our podcast will be, we're now doing the Deutsche, the German touring cars and other motorsports. Yeah, let me see. I mean, my prediction is always very boring. I think Oscar will beat Lando. I think Antonelli will win a race. I think Hamilton will win a race. I think Gasly will win a race.
That's a spicy one.
Yeah, that's the most spicy I have.
Why?
Mercedes engine.
Because of the Mercedes engine,
I think
that's
he's good.
literally it.
I think he's really good, and
Yeah.
if all things being equal,
I mean, if everything goes to shit for everyone else, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
I think Bottas will whip Perez's ass. I think Behrman will whip Ocon's ass. I think Behrman could get a podium.
Those are safe. Those are safe predictions.
Well, they shouldn't be. Behrman shouldn't be.
Behrman being better than Ocon is a fact. It's not just a prediction or a risky prediction. It's a fact.
Fair enough. What about Colapinto replaced mid-season?
Yeah.
With
Alex Dunn.
Well, first with
That's just
Paul
the
Allen,
thing
then with Alex Dunn after that. What about this? Lindblad to be replaced?
No.
No.
If anyone's getting replaced in VCAB, it'll be Liam.
Yeah, but if Lindblad's just
But who would
crashing
they
every
replace
week,
him
I
with?
mean, who?
Who would they replace him with? No, he's not part of Red Bull.
They don't care. They do what they want.
They do care. They tried to sign him and then they didn't.
Well,
That's why he left
I
McLaren.
think it's because Marco screwed it. / didn't screw him. Like, just give him a bunch of free money, maybe. I think he'd be on their radar. I think.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know who the Red Bull drivers in F2. I mean, it's not going to be Goethe. I doubt that.
No.
I don't know, Iwasa. He's not coming back.
No, Iwasa's not
Put
coming
Yuki back
back
in, I guess.
No, absolutely not.
Well, why is he there then? Why is he reserve driver?
Because in case they need a reserve driver, they need someone who can do something.
Yeah.
Actually drive a car.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know.
Lewis to retire at the end of the season?
The only way Lewis is retiring is if he either dies in the car or he wins the 8th title. And I know which one of them is more likely.
Well, I think, I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I think if the Ferrari was complete dog shit, he would retire.
Maybe.
If it's like in the hunt for a championship, I don't think no.
Yeah.
It could happen. I mean, he might just say, I'm sick of this. I'm out. Okay, anyway, yeah. I will just say, no, I don't even know what. I'll just say Gasly to win. That's the spicy.
That's the spicy one.
Yeah, that's the only one that, yeah, I think all the others you could kind of guess at, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that was our F1 season preview.
Yay.
Only 2 weeks. And of course, next week is...
Drive to Survive.
No. IndyCar's back, yeah.
IndyCar comes back next week, the more important sport.
We'll do a bonus episode on Drive to Survive, maybe. I've not watched the last season, but...
well, I will be watching it just
if I'm
to laugh.
contractually obliged to, I will watch it. But yeah,
I'm going to make you watch it.
Then, yeah. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, our email is theoutsidelinepod@gmail.com.
We are also on Blue Sky at The Outside Line Pod.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week for racing. It's back.
Yay!